Alright, here we are back at it in another Stormgate cast. My name's Algorithmore, and this one is going to be starring WaaromNu again here in the Blue Infernal. And his opponent today is my good buddy ARMA in the Red Celestial. And I say my good buddy ARMA because I want to say shout out to ARMA, always sending out good vibes to me. He probably didn't know I was going to cast this game, or he might have said something at the beginning. So shout out to Arma. Check him out on the leaderboard. And let's see what he has for us today. He is, like I said, playing Celestial, and he's floating his arc ship here across to, looks like, take his third array here to start the game, and that's a fairly standard eco opening for a Celestial player. Let's go back and see what WaaromNu's up to. Alright, interesting. WaaromNu is going double conclave with only one imp on Therium, which is an interesting choice. And the reason for that is a single imp on Therium is usually enough to fuel your Gaunt production out of one conclave. But two conclaves, you usually need two. There we go, we got two on Therium now. That was probably just waiting for another one to show up. His conclaves aren't done yet. You definitely don't need to put two on there right away. We see he's already got enough Therium for a single set of Gaunts. And yeah, his first conclave finishes, and let's see. There are those Gaunts popping out, that second one, and yeah, he's almost got enough, so that's the secret math for Therium imps if you're doing Gaunt production early game. So you want to have at least one for each conclave you have, and that should be able to fuel that Gaunt production. Now, what that doesn't take into consideration, of course, is upgrades. So you want to put down that Ritual Chamber. That's another 50 Therium. You want to get your Plague Axes. There goes another 50. So you have to put that into your calculation. And usually that means extra imps after those initial two. But it looks like WaaromNu is headed to the speed camp to do some creeping there. Gonna take out those Shadow Mastiffs. Still no Ritual Chamber at home, but he did go for the second base here. And looking at Arma's home, we do see a Creation Chamber. And wait a second, this is a fourth array and a fifth array? This is some ridiculous economic play out of Arma. I've seen this out of a few other players. I might expect this from Arail. This is a very Arail build, but maybe this is what ARM is going for here today. This is going to be a sixth array coming out. So this is 6 arrays before any units. We have our only a single creation chamber here. And this could be bad news already with WaaromNu out on the map. Although he does look like he is still just going to be doing some creeping, taking advantage of. But he's got a lot of Gaunts here. Just those Gaunts moving out to start cleaning up some of these arrays because they'll be end of the game. And wow, Arma has gone for another array. Okay, so this is bordering on cheese level economic cheese now. So let's see where this goes. Now, as I mentioned, if WaaromNu is able to spot some of these and start taking them out, he's going to start making Arma pay for this greed. But if these go, wow, there's two more. If they go unscouted for very much longer, Arma's income is just going to be ridiculous and outpace WaaromNu's, and he's just going to be, wow, he's going for every single base on the map. We are at minute 4 minute and 22 seconds, sorry, and we are at our 8th array. WaaromNu has taken both vision camps. And is he going to be aggressive now? I hope that's what we're going to see here. Because we still have no units. I don't see any units out. We have another arc ship now going down. This morph core heading out. And I think WaaromNu is thinking he's going to take, map control here. Here we go. Okay, so he does come in to do some aggression here, and he finds this array. This array is going to cast its Sovereign's Watch and pick up at the same time, but there are a lot of Gaunts here. But they decide to move away. Okay. We see a creation chamber going down over here instead. These units are choosing to go for the health camp here now. And in the meantime, this collection rate is still just floating above. So, again, a ridiculous... Another arc ship here. This eco play is out of control. Now, WaaromNu may have sort of denied a single base here and be thinking, hey, I've got him off his third array. I'm in an advantage situation here. Not knowing that there's, in fact, 9 arrays on the map right now. Now, 9 arrays is the equivalent of 4.5 mining bases if you were a Vanguard or an Infernal player. And WaaromNu is on just the 2. He's going for Spriggans, which is certainly a nice tech switch and is, in fact, probably the best tech advantage you could have here. The Spriggans could just swing around array to array, wiping them out. They're actually pretty good against strike nodes too. And it would certainly be pretty expensive for all of these to have static D set up. We don't see that at all. Oh, wow. How many arc ships do we have here? I see at least 3. And there we go. We have actual units. So there are units on the map for ARMA. And now there's a siege vehicle from the siege camp. I'm going to call it a siege tank. That's not what it is. It's a V5 rocket launcher, aka the pencil crayon shooter or the pencil sharpener. And boom! There goes a pencil crayon right now. And there are a bunch of Argents here. But ARMA already has the supply lead here, with roll up finishing as we watch on those Kree. And they're going to try and turn and fight. There's a lot of Gaunts here though. That's a nice impact from the V5 rocket launcher. Oh, but we see a bunch of Cabal pop out in the middle of this battle. Not clear if they have any upgrades yet. We now see these units try and dash forward and get on top of that V5 rocket launcher, but having to take a few big hits from it. The Gaunt standing under the Purify there, or sorry, under the Sovereign's Watch and needed to pull out. They're instead now going to stand, sort of split up here, get a concave going, and stand on this Shroud to get their white health back, their Shroud skin. And a ton of Kree showing up, which is a good choice. And the Kree are going to roll out. Some good pullback micro from WaaromNu. But also some nice debilitates coming in from the autoclast on the Cabals to slow down some of those Gaunts in the front and force them to fight the Kree. Now this is an impressive force from WaaromNu to put up a fight here, but basically every second we see another arc ship going down here. Now are those arc ships out here producing prisms? It looks like they are. The Gaunts now have come to take out this base. And we have triple Sovereign's Watch, maybe double Sovereign's Watch going down there. The base does get taken out, but at what cost? A lot of those Gaunts got wiped, and now the forces from ARMA are in chase. And we see the Kree, the Gaunts doing their best to hide from the Kree in those trees, but the Krees get on top of them, and that Gaunt force is cleared up. There are more Gaunts rallying, but yeah, they're going to be called back home. And we see our first Spriggans out on the map here, actually harassing this natural base. And the force from ARMA is going to come back, but not soon enough. The base is taken out. So this could be the tech switch that WaaromNu needs to get back in the game. Although he is unfortunately just on these 2 bases still. And I think 2 base here versus effectively 4 or 5 bases. Possibly more with prisms on the map, I'm sure. Taking a break to do some creeping. There's a single prism here. 4 prisms over here. No prisms up here. None here as well. That's an Arc Fortress over here. What was that? Oh, we saw our first Archangel coming out. And ARMA is at 175 supply. This array is going to go down for the second time. As well as that strike node, or link node, I should say. Indeed it did. And the Sprigs are going to come back and make them pay again. Now, ooh, we see this Archangel has found these Gaunts out on the map, creeping, and made them pay, actually. The Spriggan's trying to come in to make them pay, and we get a Jesus from WaaromNu. And maybe he was just praying. Because indeed, that is a lot of stuff. I'm imagining he'll go back and watch the replay on this and be like, oh, 9 array. I guess I didn't notice that. And we do see this base get taken out. The Spriggans are trying to get out. They're probably just scouting to go see how many of these bases do you have. We do see some mines going down, and I do like that. And these mines are going to trigger and get some pretty nice impacts on a lot of units here. But not quite enough. A Purify goes down to clean them up of any lingering infest or the vision ability. There's an Archangel just commanding his forces from above as the Kree swarm in, and we get a GG well played from WaaromNu.